to this day, the United States still maintains trade relations with Russia. Why does the United States do things itself but not allow other countries to do the same? Is it that only they are allowed to set fires, but others are not allowed to light a lamp?
China, as its representatives have pointed out, does not directly provide weapons to Russia. Nevertheless, China has become the decisive enabler of Russia's war effort by being the most important supplier of Russia's war industrial machine. Specifically, China has provided Russia with significant quantities of machine tools, microelectronics, optics, UAV, and cruise missile technology, and nitrocellulose, which Russia uses to make propellant for weapons. If China were serious about helping to end the war, it would stop providing these critical components to Russia. Both Russia and Ukraine must negotiate a ceasefire and durable peace. It is time to make a deal. President Trump has made clear this must be done by August 8th. The United States is prepared to implement additional measures to secure peace.
Chairman.
The United States representative once again spread false words, slandering and smearing China.
This is completely unacceptable.
I have already responded multiple times in previous meetings. Since the US side is repeating the same old tune, I find it necessary to say it again for the record. First, China is not the creator of the Ukraine crisis, nor is it a party involved. China has never provided lethal weapons to any party in the conflict. We have always strictly controlled the export of dual-use items, including drones. Second, the Security Council has not imposed sanctions on the parties involved in the conflict.
China with Russia.
Ukraine maintains normal trade relations, does not violate international law, and does not breach international obligations. China's legitimate rights and interests must not be violated. In fact, to this day, the United States still maintains trade relations with Russia. Why does the United States do things itself but not allow other countries to do the same? Is it that only they are allowed to set fires, but others are not allowed to light a lamp? Third, the current Ukraine crisis is at a critical stage, facing prospects and hopes for a political resolution. The United States cannot on one hand hope for China to play a role in ending the war soon, while on the other hand continuously slandering and pressuring China. We once again urge the US to stop the pointless blame game, stop shifting blame, and do more for ceasefire and ending the war. Play a positive role in encouraging peace and promoting talks.
Thank you, Mr. President. Materials and components supplied by China are ending up in Russian weapons, which Russia is using to strike Ukraine, killing civilians and destroying infrastructure. If China is uncomfortable being mentioned in our remarks, it should stop enabling Russia to prolong the war. China has said many times that it wants peace. I urge China to bring its actions into line with its words. China's direct actions supplying Russia with the materials it needs to carry on the war make peace difficult to achieve. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you, Mr. President. I think I made it very clear in my response just now that the Security Council has not imposed sanctions on the parties involved in the conflict. The United States is also trading with Russia, so why can't China? It's completely normal trade. In fact, the one who should feel uncomfortable is not China, but the United States. In this Security Council hall, the United States continuously slanders, smears, attacks, and accuses other countries. Does it not realize that its actions are completely different from those of other members? Solving the Ukraine crisis requires unity and cooperation, not division and confrontation. I once again urge the U.S. representative to stop attacking and blaming, to stop shifting responsibility, and to make more diplomatic efforts, to make concrete efforts for a ceasefire, to end the war, and to promote peace talks.